Hey guys, it's Sienna. I know it's been a little bit since I last talked to you guys. Life has been pretty crazy, actually. I was at school at Harvard and then we got kicked out for the semester because of coronavirus. So I'm now at home, like many of you are. I'm assuming social distancing, quarantining, sheltering in place, and trying to establish a normal routine amongst all of this craziness. So I just wanted to chat with you guys about like 50 creative ideas that I came up with about stuff that you can do while you're home. Honestly, I know for a lot of us, this is going to be a really rough time, just adjusting to home life. Not all of us have stable home situations. Not all of us have the same backgrounds or even homes to come back to. So I know this is going to be a really tricky time for people, but at the same time, I also want to try to look at it as a blessing because there's really not going to be any other time in our life when we just get a standstill and we have all of this uninterrupted time. So I know for me, like I've spent a lot of time like on my phone, like lazing around. I made a TikTok, which was random. Go follow me on TikTok at sienna.santer. I have no idea what I'm doing, but hey. At the same time, I also want to take this time to kind of rediscover what I'm passionate about and focus all of this time and all of this energy that I used to put into school and like being on campus that's now kind of been shifted into a bunch of projects and just really creative, exciting things that I wouldn't really have the opportunity to explore otherwise. So I wanted to share with you guys just like 50 things that I think anyone can do from home for free that are super creative and might just like spark something that could turn into a passion or a hobby even after all of this is over. Also, if you want to scan my flow code, which is gonna be right here, it'll link to like all of my social media, like Instagram and stuff, and then I've also linked a bunch of charities that you can donate to because I know during this time, all of us are just like, well, what can we do to help? Like, who do we donate to? And not all of the resources are kind of pulled in one place. So I've put a few of my favorite charities that are really helping people deal with coronavirus right now. So go scan that code to find out about the charities. Lastly, I know that not everyone is safe at home and that this time of social distancing and quarantining at home can bring up a lot of issues, especially around domestic violence. I'm gonna put the National Domestic Violence Hotline right here. If you can't speak privately in your own home, you can also text LOVEIS to this number, or you can chat online at thehotline.org. Just know that if you are suffering from domestic violence or you feel unsafe in your own home, you're not alone. A lot of people are going through this right now as well, and there are so many people here who love you and support you and are here to help you. So I'll also link these resources down below. And let's get into the video. First thing that you can do. You guys have probably seen this a bunch on my story. Color in an adult coloring book. Any adult coloring book will do, but the one I use is called Color Morphia. It's from Target. I got it on like sale. It's like $7. It's also on Amazon for like $7. Super affordable and has so many really cool intricate drawings. Like you could probably spend the entire quarantine coloring it. And then the pens I use are these watercolor brush pens by Genuine Crafts, and I'll also link those down below. 2, start a Medium account and write stories. So I love Medium. One of my best friends, Made, uses Medium to publish all of like her fashion and data stories. I just started mine. I haven't published any sort of article yet, but it's a really cool way to kind of stay informed on the topics that you care about, and you can write cool articles and people will read them. So I know everyone's probably been watching a ton of TV and movies, but I suggest watching a TV show or a film in another language with subtitles. There are so many movies out there from other countries that are incredible. So as Bong Joon-ho said, the director of Parasite, don't let the 1-inch barrier of subtitles keep you from all of these incredible movies. So I recommend the French films Amélie and Blue is the Warmest Color. The Korean films Parasite, if you haven't seen it, go watch it now. The Host, which is by the same director. And then Train to Busan, which is like a zombie apocalypse movie. It's really cool. And then the Japanese anime films Spirited Away, Pongo, Howl's Moving Castle, and then the anime TV show Yuri on Ice, which is about like ice skating, and it's so good. Okay, 4, learn how to get your splits. And I know like a bunch of you are probably like, I can't do this, you know, like I'm not flexible at all. Like trust me, I was there too. I've been following this video, which I'll link down below, which is from like gymnasts, and it's really helpful in getting your splits, and I've been following it for a while, and I think I linked it in another video too, but if you follow that for like a week, you should significantly improve your splits and you may be able to get them. Like, I was shocked, so definitely try that. It's like worth it. I mean, hey, like you can come out of quarantine and be like, I can do the splits now. Like, that's really cool. Okay, so 5, take an online course for free. I know you guys are thinking like, Sienna, I already have so much school, like I don't want to take any more courses, but trust me on this one, there are so many people right now offering free education, like some of the best universities in the world, some of the leading thinkers and great minds like today are offering free classes because they know people are stuck at home. So definitely take advantage of that. I'm taking a free course through the French fashion school IFM, and it's called Understanding Fashion from Business to Culture. The speakers are the designer Jacques Mousse, who I love, Sir Paul Smith, the CEO of LVMH, CEO of Saint Laurent, the president of fashion at Chanel, like all of these incredible people, and anyone can take it. It's for free and it's offered on FutureLearn. There's also a ton of other courses on there too, so it doesn't matter if like fashion isn't your thing. I just thought this was like an insane course and I just needed to take it. So use this time to take a course on something that you wouldn't be able to learn otherwise, or like wouldn't have the time to, or your school doesn't offer. I think it's a really amazing opportunity to learn about things from like the masters. Create a YouTube channel. I mean, this one kind of just like goes without saying, but like honestly just do it. It was the best decision I ever made. I finally took the plunge after like 5 years, 4 years of wanting to do it and saying that I would, and then I finally just did. And like once you just get over that hurdle, like create a channel, like you don't even have to post a video, just start a channel. Just pop up your picture, get a name, choose some channel art, like do that. And then who knows? You might end up in the place where I am right now. Learn a random language on Duolingo that you never would have otherwise. So for me, my Duolingo feed has like Mandarin because I was in Shanghai for a bit. It has Korean because I was there over the summer. It has like French, Spanish. Try learning language that you like would never learn otherwise at school. So for me, I'm thinking of learning Japanese because I might actually study abroad in Tokyo, but also I've just like always wanted to learn Japanese. So follow an at-home workout challenge. Now I know everyone's like doing the at-home workouts and those are like popping up right now, but I really love the challenges. So it's like 30 days or like 2 weeks, and it has like a really strict schedule so that you just follow it. Super easy, you lay it out. My favorite people are Chloe Ting and Blogilates. They both have like workout guides and stuff for free that you can follow, and I love both of their energies. So that's just like a fun thing that you can do during the day. Create a collage. So I know a lot of you have seen how I do like my dream boards at the beginning of the year every year. So create a collage like that, like print out pictures from Pinterest, get some stickers or just kind of like anything lying around your house and create a collage on anything. It doesn't have to be a dream board or vision board. It can be photos from a trip you recently took, kind of like scrapbooking but like cooler. I don't know. I've been meaning to do this with like some of my pictures from college and create like a wall of like memories from college. Learn how to be proficient at Excel. This is random and I know you're like, ugh, Sienna, like career stuff, like I don't want to learn that, but it's like so important that you are actually really good at Excel, or like Google Sheets. They're kind of the same thing. They're very similar because you will need this in probably every single job that you apply for, and it's going to be definitely something that people will ask you for. And so like even if you list it at the bottom of your resume, like, and you don't really know how to be proficient at it, like actually learning or like watching a YouTube video, taking a course, something like that, and really learning it will get you so far. So this is something that I've been meaning to do and will definitely be doing. My camera always dies when I'm making sit down videos. So anyway, okay, learn a new recipe and bake something for your friends or family or significant other, whoever you're quarantining with. I'm trying to learn how to make latte art right now. It is way harder than it looks. Go old school and spend a day playing board games. Doesn't have to be something super boring. Some of my favorites are Joking Hazards, Forbidden Words, What Do You Mean, Sequence, and Ticket to Ride. Learn a TikTok dance. Now I know they might be like super cringy, but they're actually really fun to learn and way harder than they look. Again, go follow me on TikTok, sienna.santer. I haven't posted a dancing video yet. I'm like kind of nervous too, but I'm gonna try to learn them. I don't know, I'm learning Super Lonely, Savage, Say So, and a couple others right now. They're fun, just go try one. Spend a whole day reading a good book with a cup of coffee. So I start my mornings this way. I make coffee, I sit outside, I read my book, but I love like just getting lost in a book. So find a good one, read it for an entire day. I'm never really able to read for pleasure in college, so I think this is a really cool opportunity to just set aside your phone and just like finish a good book in a day. I remember when I used to do that. If you want good book recs, go hit up my Goodreads. It's just my name, Sienna Santer. I always write down what books I'm reading. Right now I'm reading All the Bright Places, I think that's what it's called. I'm not very far into it, but I've heard it's heartbreaking and I'm just waiting for that. It's also gonna be a movie because I always like reading the book before the movie. So write cards to your neighbors, people in your community, and especially healthcare workers to cheer them up. So my family has been writing letters to our neighbors and we've just been like dropping them in their mailboxes. You can also drop them off at local businesses for their workers if you go get takeout, or if you're like me and you're literally just sheltering in place. You can also send people emails or just send through like regular mail. It really means a lot to people to get letters. So I've had a couple messages from neighbors and stuff who I've given letters to, and it really means a lot to them, especially if you have any elderly people in your community or your neighborhood. Just asking them if you can go out and grocery shop for them, walk their dog, do something for them, because they're a lot more compromised than you are. So they may not have anyone to do those things for them, which are a necessity. Watch Netflix with friends on Netflix Party, or even over Zoom, and like share your screen. So I like watch, obviously like anyone, a lot of Netflix, but it's really fun to do it with friends, and that's something I would do back in college. Just like people would come over to my dorm room and watch with me. So just like share your screen or like use Netflix Party, and you can comment with like a ton of people at the same time while watching a movie. Pop a bowl of popcorn, you know, like settle down with your friends and do it. Some of my favorite things to binge right now are the show Cheer, Sex Education, and Crash Landing on You. They're all really good. Learn basic Photoshop or graphic design skills. So this is something I really want to work on this break, especially because my university has given Photoshop to us for free. And there's like a ton of free courses out there and like YouTube videos explaining how to do it. If your university doesn't offer it for free, see if like there's a discounted rate that you could get somewhere. A lot of universities should offer like the Adobe Creative Suite for free, and especially now, you can always just like email your university and ask, or if there's any free graphic design program out there, just learning how to use it I think is really cool and is an amazing skill that'll take you really far. And who knows, you may actually really love it and it may turn into a hobby. Start a bullet journal. So I had a bullet journal and then I never used it because I was like, who has the time to write out each month in like beautiful cursive and like spend hours decorating a single page when I can just jot it down in my notes app? But now you have the time. So get some cute pens, some cute stickers, anything you have lying around your house, grab an old journal and start bullet journaling. I love Pinterest, and just like type in bullet journal in Pinterest and so many different ideas come up, and I love making the different spreads. They're super creative and it makes me just feel really inspired. So get inspired about things. You can write down your quarantine routine, you can write down places you want to travel after this is all done, anything you like. Make money tutoring online. So all you need is literally just Wi-Fi connection, internet connection, and your computer, and you can sign up to tutor either kids through VIP Kids and help them learn English. And if you are a college student, there's also Ringle, so you just spend an hour talking to Korean business professionals and help them with their English, basically just practice. So you just get paid to talk to someone for an hour and help them with like their grammar and pronunciation and stuff. Just have a conversation with them about anything. Super easy. A lot of my friends have been doing it and really love it. The starting pay is like really high, and then I think you have the chance to earn up to like, I don't even know, $30 to $50 an hour or something like that. So it's like a really good way to earn money. So tutoring and like teaching English online is like a really easy way to make money right now. And like pretty much all you have to do is just talk to someone. Learn how to knit or crochet or embroider something. I remember I went away to a semester boarding school and we didn't have like phones or internet access, and everyone learned how to knit. Girls and guys alike, everyone, like people knitted sweaters, hats. Like definitely learn how to knit or do something like that. You can find tutorials online, like supplies are really cheap. It's kind of old-fashioned, but it's also kind of like a cool thing and like very creative. It's also very mindless. Like I would do it in front of like TV or like listening to music or something. FaceTime your grandparents. This isn't creative per se, but just keep in touch with your loved ones. Take this time to like reconnect with family, especially family that you don't get to see a lot. I know they would really appreciate hearing from you, especially during this time. So FaceTime those grandparents. Start meditating in the morning. Now, I know I've talked about this a little bit and I've been really bad. I actually haven't really been doing it on this break as much, but meditation is an amazing skill that just really helps you control your emotions, have a more level head, just greet the world with more positivity every day. And it's like a muscle. It's something you have to do again and again before you can get it. So it's not like you're gonna meditate once and then like everything changes. So definitely developing the habit is really, really great and helps you think more clearly and focus on things and just be kind of an overall happier, more emotionally balanced person. So I really recommend the apps Headspace, which is one I use and love, and also Calm. Listen to podcasts. So I would always start my morning routines with a podcast back at school, and it would help me feel like really productive. So on my commute from my dorm to like classes, I would always just like listen to a podcast. So even though I don't have like a commute here, starting your morning with podcasts is a really great way to wake up. And there's literally thousands of podcasts for any interest you may have. My favorite ones are The Skinny Confidential and The Business of Fashion. Create a scavenger hunt around your house for your family. I used to do these all the time when I was a kid, and they're super fun. You can even do them if you have a backyard. You can also go into your backyard, just do little clues. It's just like a super fun way to get involved, and like, yeah, they're kind of silly, but I think it can be super fun. You can make them inside jokes, like just kind of, you know, do what you want with it, but it's a fun way to like get your family involved. Okay, number 25, halfway through. Learn basic calligraphy skills. This is something I've always wanted to learn, and if you don't have like ink lying around your house, which like probably most people don't, you can also just use like a felt tip pen and work on like your handwriting skills. I've always wanted my handwriting to get better, so there's like tons of tutorials and like videos out there too that can like teach you how to clean up your handwriting, or like try cursive or like another font that you've never thought of. So do that, and then when we come back in the fall, your notes will be really, really pretty. Start filming 1 second of every day and then string them together when you're done. You can do this for the entire time you're quarantined, for a semester, for the summer. I do it for the year. I did it in 2018, I was doing it in 2019, and then now I'm doing it again in 2020. And it's amazing to be able to just look back on your year or semester or whatever and see how far you've come and all the amazing memories you have. Teach yourself to code for free with Code Academy. So coding is a skill that's just amazing for anyone to have and is so applicable and just really looks great on your resume, and also is just super fun. And if you're like me and are very intimidated by taking courses at your school in coding, cough, CS50, cough, then sign up for Code Academy because it's super cool, it's free, it's kind of like Khan Academy, but it's just for coding. And yeah, be one of those people who can code by the end of this. That would be super cool. Reorganize your closet. By season, by color, by clothing type, really whatever you want. I always see those super aesthetic pictures of closets and I'm just like, I wish mine looked like that. I wish I had the time. Now you do. Transform your closet. Point to a random location on a globe or a map, you know, like throw a dart at it, point your finger. Yes Theory does this a lot and it actually travels there. But instead of actually traveling there, because you can't, look up that city and create like a fake itinerary and plan as if you were traveling there. So like, look at flights, see how much it would cost, like budget your time, like what you would do each day. Sometimes I do this for like trips that I'm going to go on, so who knows, you might actually end up going and it could be a kind of fun experience to like plan an itinerary for a trip to like a whole new place that you've never been. Make a dream board. Now, I know I talked about making a collage and this is like a little bit different. Definitely do make a dream board in any way, shape, or form. I like to do a collage and like print out pictures from Pinterest and stuff. You can also write on like a big piece of paper all of your dreams and goals for the year. This is just really a time to reflect on what you want to accomplish with the rest of the year, also what you want to accomplish during quarantine and your time at home. Now you have the time to really dream big, so think about it. Apply to internships and volunteer opportunities. Now, I know a lot of people's summer internships are getting canceled because of coronavirus, and summer is kind of up in the air about what's going to happen, but this is also the time for you to be thinking about potential jobs you want to have, or volunteer opportunities, ways you can give back after this is all done. I've always wanted to volunteer with kids, and when I was in Korea, I had the opportunity to record audiobooks for blind children, and that was a really amazing thing, and so I've been researching how I can do that while I'm here. So start thinking about ways that you want to give back to your community through volunteering or jobs you'd like to have, and start applying or getting ready to apply, sending out emails. You know, this whole thing is happening and it's really uncertain, but you can still take initiative to set things in motion for when this is done. Start a gratitude journal. So I'll link my gratitude journal below. I think it was like $7 on Amazon or something. It's really, really cute, and it has like 3 little lines for each day. And I just list 3 things that I'm grateful for at the end of the day before going to bed. It's like the last thing I do. It's just really helped me have a more positive mindset. So you don't have to buy the book. You can just kind of create create your own from like any sort of journal you have. I like to just have one journal that's just for my gratitudes, and it's really cool to be able to look back and it's like a mini diary entry for each day. Have a blowout movie marathon with like popcorn, candy, ice cream sundaes, or no food if you don't have that food in your house. I've always wanted to have a movie marathon, never had one. My family and I just finished watching all of the Harry Potter movies, all 8 of them, so that was a really fun experience. You can also binge watch Disney, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, like pretty much anything. Just have like a movie marathon, go crazy. Learn how to budget your money. So at this time, we're probably not gonna be spending a ton of money, so this is actually a really great time to save money, earn more money, but this is also a really great time to learn how to budget effectively. So there's tons of resources out there for budgeting, videos, Pinterest things, vlogs. I really love the app Mint because it keeps track of like all of your spending, allows you to send a budget, and then will notify you whenever you're over that. And you can see kind of like the trends, how much you normally spend every month, and it's really good for keeping you on top of like how much you want to spend in certain areas, because I spend a ton of money on food and I'm trying to cut back. So establishing a budget is super helpful any time of the year and like really necessary. So start that good habit now. Completely reorganize and redo your room and furniture. Now, you don't have to spend a single penny on this. You can literally just rearrange your furniture and have a whole different room. Find things around the house, do DIY crafts, create new accessories for your room. There's tons of like DIY resources out there, but literally just like swapping around your furniture can make it like you have a whole new room. So definitely try that, especially because a lot of us are in our childhood bedrooms right now and they may not really fit our new vibe that we have like from college. So do yourself a favor, rearrange furniture, switch it up, and it'll feel like a brand new room. Start a blog. So there's tons of resources out there, from like Tumblr to WordPress to Squarespace to Wix to I don't even know, like so many. Create your own website, create a blog around anything that you like. Food, like a lot of my friends are making food Instagrams, you can do that. It can be a super fun way to just kind of like dump all your thoughts. It can be private just for you, or you can share it with people. A lot of people have more time to do reading now. Next, subscribe to good news channels. So a lot of the news out there is really negative right now for good reason, and it's important to stay informed, but it's also important to not let yourself get dragged down in all of that negativity and the bad things, and start focusing on the good things. So my best friend Made actually has a newsletter called News Makes Me Happy, and it's all about good news. So I will link that down below so you can subscribe to that newsletter. It's just like a daily 3 things in your inbox that are happy news of the day, and it's really helped me. So you can also start your own for your friends and family. There's a lot of other resources out there too, but I love her newsletter. Subscribe. Create Spotify playlists for your mood if they aren't already organized that way. So all of my playlists are pretty much by mood. I have like turn up, like rave, like throwbacks, dancing mood. I have like in my feels. I've got like romantic, I've got girly, in the gym, ready to work out, like boss, productivity. So I organize mine by moods, also by genre. So just create like super fun Spotify playlists, get creative with it. I also am trying to do a morning one, so like a morning routine playlist that I start from when I wake up to when I'm done with my morning routine, so I kind of know like what song to be on. So that's just a super fun way to get you out of bed and get you like excited to start the day. Write a short story based on a writing prompt. So there's this site Readsy, which has tons and tons of writing prompts, and it's just like a sentence, and then you can just like write a story. And they even have weekly competitions where you can submit your story for like the weekly prompt, and you can enter to win a prize. So they have like weekly winners. If you don't want to submit your story and just keep them private, that's totally okay too, but the prompts are like really cool. Even just like scrolling through them in prep for making this video, I was like, whoa, I want to write a story about this. So they're really cool. Even if you're not a writer, just like thinking about them can be kind of cool, and you never know. Number 40, take the 16 personalities quiz to learn about what your Myers-Briggs type is. As like a psych minor, I'm like, I don't know, I love this stuff, but taking personality quizzes is like a really cool way to understand more about yourself, and Myers-Briggs is an amazing way to understand things about like your personality, your relationships, your productivity, what kind of person you are, that sort of thing. The real one I think you have to pay for. I took this one from like 16personalities.com, I think. I'll link it down below. It's super accurate and really cool. They have amazing graphics, very thorough, and it's just like a really cool way to learn. I'm an ENFJ, which is, I think it's called the protagonist, where like 2% of the population, and Obama and Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice are also ENFJs, so I'll leave that there. Teach yourself basic gymnastics. Now, maybe you don't have a backyard, maybe your mom will yell at you for doing gymnastics in the house, I don't know. But for me, just like nailing a handstand or cartwheel, round off, back walkover, something like that can be super cool. Again, tons of videos out there and like how-tos and stuff. Even if you're not flexible in the slightest, like, and you've always just wanted to learn how to do a handstand or a cartwheel, like, now's the time. Start a daily planner and fill out like organizational templates. My favorites are from Day Designer, and I'll link them down below. They're just like free printables, but they just help you get like your life organized. They have ones on meal prep, they have ones on contacts and chores and daily gratitudes and 5-year plan, like all of that. I'm just like one of those people that loves like lists and organization and stuff, which is like kind of nerdy, but if you're like me and like that sort of stuff, you can just like print it out and it helps you get more organized. And it's just like a nice calming exercise too, to just be able to like fill out your life. Follow a painting or drawing tutorial. So everyone knows Bob Ross, you can try one of those. There's like really cool YouTube videos out there of people following Bob Ross tutorials like on their walls. Like I could never be that daring to do that. I'd probably mess it up so badly. Just like follow a painting or drawing tutorial. Like even if you don't have an artistic bone in your body, just following like a super basic one can give you a lot of confidence in like your art. Or maybe there's something you always wanted to draw. Just like try it, go for it. Even if you don't show it to anyone, can't hurt trying. Now it's time to be creative. Learn the dance choreography to one of your favorite songs. So for me, I've like always wanted to learn how to do like certain K-pop dances. You see those like random play dances at KCON where people like everyone just knows the dance right away. So I really want to learn like the basic choreography to some of like the famous K-pop dances to be able to do them. So I'm gonna try to do that this break. Who knows what's gonna happen. Again, tons of tutorials out there for like any song. There's like the really insane choreos. You can also just find really basic ones. Yeah, I think learning dance choreo is like really cool. And even if you're like me and like you're not really a good dancer, it can still be like a really cool exercise and gives you some appreciation for music artists and dancers because it is tough. Okay, there's this game out there and I think it's called Jackbox Game or Jackbox Games, but you compete against other families and it's kind of like a Trivial Pursuit, like trivia type game. You as your family unit can compete against like other households, and my family hasn't tried it yet, but some of my family friends have, and they've been like competing against each other in family units, and it's been like a really cool way. So yeah, it's just like a cool way to spend time with your family, laughing, and can be a fun way to spend an afternoon and keep you connected to like other families. Learn how to meal prep. I've always wanted to learn how to meal prep, especially for college, and then just like never found the time. So now, especially when you don't want to really be making a lot of food during quarantine, because like I for one am so sick of like cooking every single day and I just wish I could like go out and eat. Meal prepping is a really amazing way to make meals and just like set them aside. They're just like ready to eat. So you can make really aesthetic ones with like mason jars and stuff and like fruit cut out in the shape of stars and hearts, or you could just do the very basic. There's really cool ones using bento boxes or even just like super plain using Tupperware. So learning meal prep is a really good skill and definitely helps for when you're in college. Volunteer your time with a crisis hotline. Now, especially when so many people are at home and spending long periods of time at home, a lot of issues emerge. So volunteering your time with a crisis hotline, whether that's the suicide hotline, the National Domestic Violence Hotline, or any other, can be a really amazing way to give back. Just doing like an hour or two even. These hotlines need as much help as they can get. I think it's pretty easy to sign up. I'll include the information down below. Just giving back to people in that way can be really helpful and can help you feel like you're actually making a difference, because you are. So whether you believe in it or not, learn your astrological signs, like your star sign, your sun, your moon, your rising sign, like that sort of thing. I don't even know all of mine. I just know I'm a Capricorn, but I don't know any of the other ones. So like I'm trying to learn that. There's a bunch of cool charts out there. There's like astrology YouTubers you can learn from. There's also the app CoStar, which is cool. Whether you believe in it or not, I think it's kind of cool to learn all about that. And maybe it'll help you learn something about yourself. I don't know. Do logic puzzles to sharpen your mind. So I loved logic puzzles as a kid, especially the ones, I don't know what they're called, but the ones that would give you like a prompt. Or say there's like 10 people and they each brought a different gift to like a birthday party, and then they're like, Sarah brought the xylophone, but Zachary didn't bring anything that was pink, or like I don't know, but like I'm horrible at making these up. No, you'd have to like X out who it wasn't in order to find like who it was. I don't know what these type of logic puzzles are called, but I was obsessed with them as a kid. There's also just like, you know, crossword, Sudoku, that sort of thing. But I really love this specific type. So they're super fun to do and maybe you'll get addicted like I was. And lastly, number 50, play like nostalgic childhood games. So like those random internet games that you played, like, so I played a lot of like Barbie Makeover and My Scene when that was a thing. There's also like Pop Tropica, Club Penguin. I still love Pop Tropica, I was obsessed with it. Like the Spy one was my favorite one. I played them all. Those things still exist, like go back, kind of just reminisce on your childhood and like get back into something that you were into when you were a little kid. All right, so that was 50. I hope this helped. I just kind of compiled this list of things that I want to do, that my friends are doing, that I've seen on the internet, just things that I've thought of ways to pass the time, because I really want to view this time as like an opportunity to really get back into what we're passionate about, be creative, like try some things that we've never done before. This time is really unstructured and no one really knows what's gonna happen, but I'm also trying to view it as a gift because like when else are we gonna have this time to just explore whatever we want? And it's exciting because you really can't fail. So try something that you always wanted to try, like do that thing that you've been meaning to do, and let me know down in the comments what you guys end up doing or trying. Like send me pictures, DM me on Instagram. Like I want to see if this was helpful to you guys. If you have any more ideas to add, like what's been helping you during this quarantine, or what your friends are doing, that sort of thing, like comment them down below. I'd love to read them and I'll be like replying to comments. So I've also linked everything down below, and don't forget to also scan the QR code at the beginning of the video. I'll also put it up right here to donate to some of the charities I highlighted, and also like follow me on all my social media to keep up with what I'm doing during this crazy time. So yeah, that's it guys. I'll be posting a lot more frequently now, so look out for so many more new videos from me. So I hope you all are staying safe and healthy with your families, and I love you all. Bye.